All right, good morning, Bulls family, Bulls fans. This is the 10U Bulls taking on the Atlanta Phoenix. Atlanta Phoenix, one of the top teams in our league this year. They are, I think, tied for first right now with the Hatters. Bulls coming off of a victory over the Hatters last night, 6-2. Is that correct,
Yeah.
Tyler? Yeah, 6-2. So, boys are hyped, looking to get out here and beat the Phoenix for the first time this year, and see how this one plays out. So, it's cold up in here this morning, y'all.
Super chilly. We got Big Tab Baker in goal again today. He did a fantastic job yesterday. The whole team just did a good job, and I don't understand why I didn't notice this before, but it was pointed out to me that we ran two centers yesterday with being short a man on defense and Remy Uptain.
Yep.
And those two centers between Graham and Henry really just constantly made things happen. Created a lot of plays. Everybody playing hard around them. But I feel like just playing two guys got us in sync a lot better than normal at that center position. So see if they stick to that plan today. Atlanta Phoenix coming out in their white sweaters. Your Birmingham Bulls skating out in their navy blue red shells. Elijah Cole coming over to throw a shout out to Remy Uptain. Remy, hope you're feeling better, buddy. Looking forward to getting you back on the ice next weekend in Louisville. Louisville, I hear we're going to take on the Huntsville AA 10U team.
Yep.
So looking forward to getting to play against those guys, as a lot of our team has played with them before on a TPH team a couple of years ago. So we know a good many of those kids and parents for that matter. So it'll be nice to play against some kids that they have not only played against but played with.
Well, we saw them in friendlies earlier this season too.
Yep.
They were pretty stout. I think they beat us by 1 point one game and a couple points the next game.
Yeah, they're a good team. Louisville ought to be fun next weekend. Just getting to see some different teams in league play. You know, we kind of get to see these teams over and over and over again. So you get to know their style. You get to know what they're going to do. And getting a chance to go to Louisville. Obviously, we haven't seen any of those teams except for the Huntsville team before. So it'll be kind of nice to see some fresh faces and moves and see what the kids do against some different competition.
Heard that our big Bulls last night over in Birmingham sold out the arena.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're a hockey town. You know, it's funny. I was telling somebody earlier, Hayes is reading the book about Abruzzone, and he actually came to play against the Bulls in his professional career in Birmingham,
really?
And got in a fight and ended up with 6 stitches in his head.
Did not know that.
Yep. So Birmingham's got a lot of hockey in its past. It'd be nice to bring that back. And it starts with a full house at the Birmingham Bulls Arena.
That's right.
Wasn't it Gordie Howe who scored his 1,000th goal against the Birmingham Bulls?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that is that's true. I want to say that I saw that when we went to the Hockey Hall of Fame when we were up in Canada.
Cool. Oh, was that when we went to Buffalo?
Yep, we went to Buffalo. Buffalo, only an hour from Toronto, which is the home of the Hockey Hall of Fame. You got to go check out the Stanley Cup, visit a different country, see what travel hockey can do for you.
I was the only one with a passport on that trip, so.
Yeah, you didn't want to go alone?
Yeah, I figured I'd hang with the rest of the family. So we'll get started here in just a minute. 12-minute periods, 1 minute penalty kills. And if you are watching and want to drop us a line in the chat, feel free. We'd love to hear from you. I know Phoenix have their own broadcast, but if there's any Atlanta parents tuning in or watching this, thanks for watching.
Everybody knows our graphics are better.
Oh, don't do Shane like that. Don't do my boy like that.
Hey, but the announcing is way better over there on the Phoenix.
Well, fair enough.
Thanks to our team manager, John Pugh, over there on the bench this morning, taking live action photos. If you're a grandparent watching and haven't gotten to see those, ask your kids or grandkids where they can find the photos. John sends those out after every tournament, and some of them are absolutely incredible catching these kids in action. So again, Tab Baker headed over to the goal nearest the camera here. We'll get things started. Henry Arns at center. Gus Federley over at left wing. Caleb Duro at right. Easton Del Bosco, your right defenseman, and Ethan Buck, your left defenseman. Ethan Buck absolutely just dominating defense yesterday, and he has not been a defenseman for very long, but just a natural talent there. Great job passing the puck around early in this game. Henry Arns dumps it into the corner. Caleb Duro will head over into this near side.
Sorry about the HUD on the graphics, guys. I'm trying to do this with gloves on, and it's not working. So
Phoenix quickly able to work it through the neutral zone. Ethan Buck had fallen down, so they get a shot off on Tab and score quickly. Ethan Buck on defense had just lost his footing, and the Phoenix just worked right around him pretty quick. So the Bulls will make a line change. Henry will stay out. But we switch out defense. Hayes and Parker in on defense. Phoenix take it, get a shot off. Just wide of the net. Hayes picks it up behind his own goal, sends it around, looking for Gus. Gus flips it up. Cut off by the Phoenix. Phoenix get a pass off, but Gus knocks it down. Hayes working behind his own goal. Tries to take it up the wall. Collides with Caleb. Oh, Phoenix trying to wrap around. Parker Allen in good position. Tab sealing up that post. Caleb Duro now works it through into the neutral zone. But Phoenix dump it right back in. Hayes will bring it into the near side corner. Pops it up the wall. Phoenix guy laying on a stick. This game already getting extremely physical. Hayes into the wall. Gus tried to get it out. Couldn't quite get it past the blue line. They take a shot. Henry Arns picks it off. Henry now skating through the neutral zone. Quickly met by a white jersey. Oh, and we got a trip. And another goal. So Phoenix with two quick scores here. Bulls getting punched in the mouth early. Score 2-0 with 10:04 left. And they called the tripping call, but doesn't look like anybody's headed to the penalty box. The referee's over there talking to
now
the
they're pulling
scorekeeper. They still didn't pull anybody off.
He did. Oh yeah, it's 5 on 5.
Still 5 on 5. So I guess the tripping call, since they scored on it, maybe. I'm not sure. So Keegan Brennan works it up the wall. Graham Pugh out at center now. Ethan Buck in his own defensive zone, works around his own net. Pops a great pass over to Keegan. Keegan goes hard against the wall. Quickly gets back up. Graham now flips it deeper into the neutral zone. Dumped in by Will Federley. Phoenix trying to work it back out. Great job there by Easton with a cross-ice pass over to Will. Will tries to tip it forward. Phoenix cut it off. Ethan Buck now steals it away, dumps it back into the offensive zone for the Bulls. Phoenix take it behind their own net. Flip it up the wall, kept in by Easton Del Bosco. Easton takes a shot, just wide. Will in the corner, Phoenix able to get it out. And Ethan trying to keep it in the zone so the Bulls could stay at it. Unfortunately calls an offsides. So Henry Arns again taking the face-off, sends it back towards Parker Allen. Parker throws it into the offensive zone. Again, Phoenix able to clear it out. Hayes pokes that one away. It'll be Elijah Cole, gets there first, sends it up the wall, up and out. Great job there by Elijah to clear it. They've already waved off icing as it touched somebody. Henry Arns will be the first one there. He centers a pass for Elijah. Elijah with a nice one-time shot. Henry Arns with a fallen shot. I'm sorry, that was Nate with a fallen shot. Phoenix now coming back into the defensive zone. Hayes Hallman jumps in, knocks it away. Nate backs him up. They send it up the wall. Two Bulls collide and go down. Henry Arns, no stick, knocks it down with his glove. Henry Arns is still with no stick. Hayes trying to get it for him. Parker sends it around over to Elijah Cole. Elijah Cole turned the wrong way, but Hayes backs him up, picks it up. Hayes skates forward, sends puck into the neutral zone. Atlanta Phoenix cut that off. Now Elijah Cole. Phoenix just let the puck loose, and Elijah with a two-step grab. Phoenix headed back into the zone and send a bouncing shot towards Tab, who will just take a glove hand and cover.
A little bit more life out of the Bulls here. I think that punch in the mouth woke them up a little bit.
Yeah, early games are always tough, so I think they're awake now. Easton Del Bosco goes behind his own goal. Sends one up the boards to Caleb Duro. Man, Phoenix just cutting a lot of our cross-ice passes off. And the puck ends up on top of the net. Ethan Buck hit that one, and when he did, met with a stick of a Phoenix player, and the puck just went straight up in the air and landed on the back of the goal. So we'll have another face-off. Graham Pugh. Phoenix win that one, immediately take control. But Easton picks it up, sends one around to Ethan Buck. Ethan with a head up, send it up the boards to Caleb. Another shot almost deflected in from Ethan, but Tab able to bring it in. Henry Arns back out at center to take the face off. Parker Allen, Hayes Hallman, Keegan Brennan, and Will Federley. So Phoenix in control here in the neutral zone. Passing it around. Bulls scrambling everywhere. Phoenix come all the way in on Tab. Tab with a great stop with his leg pad in good position. Henry Arns now has it. And Phoenix back checking, trying to catch up to him. He tries to make one man miss. Gets tripped up, goes down. Keegan Brennan trying to back him up. Phoenix flip one along the wall. Beat Hayes. Parker Allen, last man to beat. And Parker knocks it away. Will Federley now along the boards. Keegan Brennan. Henry squeezing his man against the wall. Hayes steps up, puts a shoulder in, knocks him down. Henry goes down hard along the boards here in the corner. Hayes comes in to help out. Another shoulder into the boards. Lots of rough play here in the corner. Oh, nice job by Parker staying at home. They got a center shot off, and Parker just swept it away. Henry Arns now dump it up and out. Oh, nice move there by Phoenix. Get a shot off on Tab. Tab in great position again, just blocking everything up. Hayes dumps that one up the middle to Keegan Brennan. Keegan Brennan works it out, skates it through into the neutral zone. Phoenix, take it away. Story of the day, Phoenix just continuing to stay there. Henry Arns pops that one all the way across the ice and into the offensive zone, trying to give the Bulls an opportunity to switch. Ethan Buck comes out. Parker Allen stays in. Graham Pugh now in at center. Ethan Buck comes up to the blue line. Graham backhands one up, and they were able to clear it, catching Phoenix offsides. Sorry, we got so many Atlanta teams. But this one is Atlanta Phoenix. Graham Pugh still at center. Nate Key to his left. Elijah Cole to his right. Easton, the right defense. Ethan Buck at left. Nate Key skates into the center. Graham Pugh backs him up. Sends one up the boards. Flips it back to Nate. Graham Pugh again gets it over to Elijah Cole. Elijah Cole skating up the middle. Sends one through the Phoenix legs. Unable to get a shot off, though. Elijah now sends one back to the middle. Trying to find Graham. Phoenix able to clear the zone, so the Bulls will have to reset. Ethan dumps it back in. Again, they clear the zone. Ethan will dump it over cross ice over to Elijah Cole, who brings it into the zone. Finds Graham Pugh. Graham Pugh takes a shot. Hits the back of the net. Elijah Cole tries to center it again. Backhand over with Nate Key. Ethan takes a defensive shot, bouncing in front of the goal. And I don't know if Graham tipped that or not. Hard to tell, but Ethan.
Looked like Graham tipped that one in.
Yeah, Ethan with a defensive shot, making something happen. And just the amount of effort that goal took. Bulls right back in this thing with a score of 2-1, 3:37 left here in the first period. Hayes and Parker back in for the defense. Henry Arns back out on center. Caleb Duro on left wing and Gus Federley at right. Center ice sends a saucer pass into the zone. Hayes
Phoenix
intercepts. Sends one right over to Caleb. Henry Arns now takes it into the offensive zone, and they're going to call an offsides. It looked to me like everybody was on, but somebody must have been a step ahead.
Yeah, again, it's hard for us to see from this angle, but
well, everybody was waiting at the blue line. I mean, you could see them waiting, and then as soon as Henry passed, they sprinted. So,
right. What's our official time, Tyler?
Official time is 3:13. We've had a little technical difficulties this morning, so I apologize if the clock's off. Hayes pokes that one away. Parker Allen now will send that over to the boards. Phoenix picks it up. Henry Arns intercepts, dumps it out of the zone. Caleb Duro trying to knock that one over towards Gus. Gus has it along the boards. Henry running a little bit of a pick play right there for Gus to bring it in. Phoenix now try to backhand one out. They do clear it out. Henry Arns has to wait for everybody. Takes it in himself. Brings it around. He's working around everybody he can. Still has the puck on the stick. Goes to swipe at the last minute. And it wasn't there. Parker Allen sends one towards the center. Caleb Duro knocks it back to Henry Arns. Henry battling in the corner. Henry getting held up there. Parker keeps it in the blue line. Sends a defensive pass over to Hayes. But has to clear it back out. Hayes dumps it back up the boards. Sprints up to find it. Gus Federley there. Dumps it back into the offensive zone. Hayes keeps it in. Hayes skating through the middle. Covered up by white sweaters. Now the Phoenix will just clear it and ice it. So some good pressure there by the Bulls, keeping it down in the offensive zone, but unable to really get many shots off on that shift.
It's okay. That pressure's good. It'll keep it, keep some things happening.
Anytime they're out of our defensive zone, I'm happy.
That's exactly right.
I'm sure Tab is too. So Graham Pugh back out at center. Will Federley over at left wing. Easton Del Bosco sends one up to Graham Pugh. Graham Pugh making a few guys miss. Puts one in the corner. He's got Keegan Brennan over at right wing. Keegan and Graham both in the mix. Easton doing a great job skating backwards, staying with his man. Pushes him all the way to the outside where he's got to reset. Now they'll just dump it up to the blue line where he finds one of his wingers. Easton Del Bosco continuing to be in the mix. Ethan sends one up and out, looking for Gus. Sorry, looking for Will. Phoenix clear it back out. Spinning around, we'll have an icing.
Easton Del Bosco out there washing and drying like he's a single mom, just all over the ice.
East the Beast. I like that, washing and drying. So 39.7 left here in this period. Bulls taking a face-off in their own offensive zone.
Elijah
Hayes has it on his stick, takes a shot. It ricochets off one of the white jerseys, and now they're headed the other direction. Tab already out of the crease, standing tall, blocks one up. Tab makes the initial stop, and we got a whistle. For a second there, I wasn't sure where the puck was. I'm not so sure Tab did either, but great stop there by him, watching that one all the way in and making that stop. So Henry here to take another face-off in our own offensive zone. Or defensive zone, I apologize. Cuts that off. Henry now. A little bit of time, 17 seconds left. Henry works it in, and we have an offsides.
Not sure who got offsides. Was it Elijah? It might have been Elijah.
Graham collides right there against the wall. Puck goes behind the net. Elijah chips one towards the goal. And we got a buzzer at the end of the first.
Those ones that bounce straight up are scary.
They are. So score 2-1 here at the end of the first. Atlanta Phoenix in the lead. 24 minutes left to play in the game.
But how about the effort after getting punched in the mouth? They didn't stay down. They came back, scored, and now we're right back in this one.
Yeah, nice resilient effort from the boys this morning. Sometimes these early games just takes a little minute to wake up. The Phoenix came out to play today. One of their dads yesterday, Shane, mentioned that they looked a little lackluster, which happens to us every time we have to travel. You know, they haven't really had to travel this season. Being in Atlanta, it's all home ice to them. But sometimes after that lengthy drive, it takes a little bit for the boys to wake up, and Phoenix clearly awake this morning. We'll switch ends here. Start off with Henry Arns at center on this first shift. Gus Federley on his right, Caleb Duro on his left, Ethan and Easton on defense. Puck goes back to Ethan, who flips it up and high all the way into the offensive zone where the Phoenix pick it up. Gus a challenge along with Henry. Henry picks it off. Henry trying to do a little bit of a stick drag right there and just lost the puck. Now the Phoenix working back in all the way down ice. Get a centering pass off. Easton cuts it off. Easton now behind his own goal. Backhands it over to Gus. Ethan now behind his own goal. Flips it back up the wall to Gus. Gus sends it over to Henry, who just backhands it into the neutral zone. Ethan now looking around. Tries to find Caleb Duro. Caleb along the wall. Henry ends up with it on his stick. Popped away as soon as he entered the zone. Henry tries to poke that one away. Caleb comes in to poke it away. Gus staying with him. They finally get it out. Ethan meets him. Everybody just battling here in the neutral zone. Finally gets over to Easton, who flips it up. Easton again trying to get it on his stick. Gets it over to Gus, who flips it up into the neutral zone. Phoenix just not giving up. Now Easton's got it. Easton from the defensive position starts skating up. They had a defensive guy way back, just sitting back waiting on him, but Easton trying to make something happen. Great job there by Will to cut that off right here on the offensive side. And Phoenix will just clear it out. We'll have an icing. Moments of pressure there in that shift, but just nothing constant for either team.
Oh, good job there by Will to step in and challenge and
hustle.
steal that puck away, and they all had to throw the brakes on.
They did.
Phoenix got enough speed that they can, but it also sets them back on their heels a little bit.
So Will Federley stays out on the left wing. Graham Pugh at center, sends it back to Hayes. Hayes takes a shot from the D, bouncing around. Nate Key tries to pick up the loose change. Will now tries to center a pass. Phoenix blow right through Parker. But Hayes there to back him up. Hayes skating fast around his own goal. He's going to skate up, makes one man miss. He's skating up through the center. Hayes making another man miss. Hayes takes a shot just wide. Hayes picks up his rebound, centers a pass, bouncing in front of the net for Nate Key. Nate unable to grab hold of that one. Graham Pugh now tries to pop it forward. Sends it along the wall. Nate again in good position. Tries to find somebody to center it to. Sends one towards the goal. Will in good position in front of the goal. Just goalie cut it off. Parker keeps it in the zone. Sends one back around the boards. Phoenix trying to get a handle on it. Flip it up and out. Parker was there. Phoenix doing a good job of just flipping it out. Hayes flips it along the board. Has the puck again. And we have a offsides on the Phoenix. So even though Phoenix didn't have possession of the puck, Hayes had flipped it across the blue line, causing that offsides. Henry takes the faceoff, sends it back towards Easton. Easton now in the corner. Get a shot off, but Ethan cut it off before it found tab. Easton skated it up, tried to pass it out. Looked like a challenge from Tab there, knocking that puck away. Gets it over to Henry Arns. Henry Arns flips it up all the way across the ice. Looking for Elijah Cole or Keegan Brennan. Elijah comes in, finds it. Henry takes a shot off the goalie. Keegan along the wall. Elijah comes in to help him. Phoenix able to clear it. Easton picks it up in the neutral zone, flips it along the boards. Easton goes down. Phoenix dump it in their own zone. It'll be Henry who gets there first. Easton now flips it up, tries to get it through the center. Does. Phoenix will have to reset. Passing it around as they wait for their man to get back on sides, and puck just beats him as he was coming back across. So offsides on the Phoenix. Bulls will head over here for a neutral zone faceoff. Graham Pugh back out at center. Hayes and Parker back in on defense. Cable left wing. And I think that's Gus Federley over at right. They get a shot off on Tab. Tab blocks it up. Hayes in the corner. Tries to get a stick on it. Graham comes in, takes it, sends it across to Gus. Gus skating up. Caleb challenges in the corner. Great job there by Caleb. Graham Pugh's going to come in and try to help him out. They flip it up the boards. Parker waiting at the blue line. Parker flips it back up. A whiff by the Phoenix, but they come in and pick up the loose change. Working across the neutral zone. Send a nice cross-ice pass. Hayes, the first one there. Gets it off his stick, flips it up to Gus. Gus. Oh, nice work from the Phoenix guy right there. Moving it around several folks and getting a shot off, but just wide of the net. Phoenix doing their normal passing around. Hayes cuts that shot off. Gets hung up right there in the center. Turned around. Kind of mad he was being held. Phoenix get another shot off. Hayes gloves that one. Another shot off. And I'm not sure who blocked that one up. Looked like it may have come off Parker's elbow. Hayes again in the corner, flips it up the boards, trying to find Graham Pugh. Graham Pugh flips it up the boards, trying to find Gus. And we'll have an offsides on the Bulls, which is probably good. That line had been out there for a while.
They were starting to wear down.
Yeah, it was time to get a line change, and really couldn't get it out of our defensive zone long enough. So good stand there by the defense. Continue shutting down those shots. They took a bunch at them. So Will Federley now dumps it into the zone. Phoenix will be the first ones there to chase it. Try to send it out. Cut off by Henry Arns. Henry Arns along the boards. Tries to center a pass. Ethan will step up, take a shot. Sends it towards the middle. Phoenix just doing a great job of staying in position in that defensive position right in front of the net. Easton Del Bosco backhands one out of the zone. Now it's Nate Keel on the boards. Pushing around with some help from Henry. Henry sends a shot up and out through the neutral zone. Looking for Will Federley. Henry again cutting it off. Ethan has it on his stick, waiting for the right moment. Passes it right into the gut of a white jersey. Nate along the boards takes a stab at it. Easton now goes into the corner. Get a center pass off, cut off by Ethan. Nate Key now with it, has Will Federley in front of him. Ends up on Will's stick. Will, one man to beat, has another man behind him, tripped up. Still has the puck at his knees. Phoenix working back the other way. Henry Arns turns and starts sprinting, getting a better defensive position as Easton works his way that way as well. Ethan Buck goes into the corner. Great job there by Henry back checking, and Easton just staying with him. Looks like we have interference of some sort.
Was it too many men on the ice? I didn't see the hand gesture.
It was something like this.
Oh, it may have tipped off a Phoenix player that was hanging over the board there. That may be what that was.
Yeah,
yep, that's what happened.
So an interference there by the Phoenix will bring us down into our own offensive zone for a face-off.
Oh, no, it was too many men on the ice. They've only got 4 players. We're on a power play.
Oh, look at that. Nice. So Graham Pugh takes the face-off, sends it back to Parker Allen, but it clears the zone when he does. Hayes picks it up. Now the Phoenix, short-handed opportunity here, work through the middle of the line. Take a shot. Great job there by Tab. Knocks it away. Graham will pick it up. Sends one up the boards to Keegan. Keegan's got to chase it. Elijah Cole going hard too. They send it back up the boards. Graham Pugh right there battling. Graham Pugh goes into the corner. It's going to send all the way around the boards over to Parker Allen. Parker Allen gets it on his stick. Sends a cross-ice pass to Hayes, who fires one in. Doesn't leave the ice, but Graham Pugh scores.
That's it. Those long shots, follow it up and crash the net. That's what's been winning us these games all weekend long. Great job, boys.
Graham Pugh and Elijah Cole both right there in front of the net. Hayes took a shot. I know he didn't get what he wanted on it, but it was just enough to stay along the ice, and Graham Pugh able to pick it up and put it in. So with 2:50 left here in the second period, we are tie game, 2-2. Bulls scoring on your power play from the offsides penalty. Henry Arns now takes the face off. Sends it back over to Easton Del Bosco. Easton flips one up into the neutral zone. Henry just dumps it into the corner. Gus Federley will chase in. Send it back out. Henry waiting at the blue line. Picks it up. Working along the outside. Pushing and shoving the entire way, but he's able to flip it back, looking for Easton. Gets over to Caleb Duro. Caleb Duro sends one back up the middle. Easton cuts that off for it. It's able to clear out. He dumps it up the wall back to Henry Arns. Henry getting a shoulder right in the face. Trying to get something going. Easton Del Bosco takes a D shot. That's going to be Caleb Duro. Flips it up the wall back over to Ethan. So good look there by Caleb to try to send it over to Ethan, but the puck rode the rails for a minute and never got down before it was able to clear the zone. Easton now flip that around. Finding Caleb. Caleb holds his man against the wall for a second. And now poked away by Easton. Ethan now sends it back around. Able to clear it out. Gus and Henry chasing it in. Caleb goes down hard along the boards. Loses his stick. Phoenix tried to get a shot off. Knocked away by Ethan. Ethan doing a great job just staying right there with him. Ethan steals it away. Centers one right in front of his own net. Not sure what he was doing there. But Tab making sure it didn't go in. Another shot off by the Phoenix. Tab blocks that up.
Tip. They waved off icing.
They wave off icing. The Bulls will make a line change. Graham Pugh comes out. Gus Federley, Will Federley. Hayes pops that one away. Nice defensive play there by Hayes to pop it away. He's going to center a pass over to Will. He tries to get a shot off, bouncing in front of the net. It rides around again at the boards. Parker's got it. He sends it back up. Ricochets off Will's skate. Graham Pugh meets him behind the net. Send another one up. Hayes standing there trying to get around his man. Knocks it forward. Finds it at the wall. Still battling to keep it in. Bunch of Bulls jerseys trying to seal at the boards. Graham Pugh cuts that pass out off. Hayes reaches for the stick, finds it, gets it back over to Graham. And we have the end of the second period.
Wow.
Tie game 2-2. So really good looks there. I thought that one going over to Will was almost a sure thing. With the puck just bounced over his stick. So some good looks there.
Shout out to Melinda Cole, only one giving us some chat messages this morning. How's it going, Mom? Love you. But what an end to the second period. Just amazing pressure. You know, pouring it on. Hayes stepping up and just making plays from the blue line.
Well, the Phoenix hadn't scored since the first 2 minutes of the game.
It says a lot.
It says a lot.
Says a lot. So
it says a lot. They put 2 goals up against us really quick. And then the Bulls have now woken up and poured the pressure on. Now, Phoenix have definitely gotten some shots on goal. Tab Baker standing tall.
here we go.
1 period left to play. 12 minutes will decide this one. Elijah Cole over to the right. Graham Pugh at center. Nate Key, left wing. Easton Del Bosco and Ethan Buck on defense. Elijah Cole centers one. Buck works around to Ethan. Ethan steps up, pushes it up the boards. Phoenix now in good position. Elijah already drops back into the defensive mode and pokes that one away. Great job by Elijah. Phoenix able to work it out. Ethan will meet the puck here in the corner. Tries to send a pass over to Elijah and just didn't get enough on it to send it out. Phoenix send it back around the boards. Ethan sends it back up to Elijah. Elijah cuts the pass off, flips it up the wall to Graham, who pushes it right back. Great job there by Elijah to find some open ice, clear the zone. Easton now going to skate it through the neutral zone. He's got Elijah Cole skating up with him. He pulls to the right, sends one to the center for Elijah. Graham Pugh in there too. Graham Pugh backhands one around his own net. Elijah backhands one towards the center. Ethan steps up, moves that one around. The Phoenix take control, take it around their own goal. Hayes now in the game. Henry Arns back checking, finds the puck on his stick. Working through the neutral zone. He's got a couple of guys skating with him. Bulls are going to take a line change, and so.
How is that not a call?
Hayes and Henry both only 2 on the ice for the Bulls while they change out the rest of the line. And Henry gets tripped up, taking it into the offensive zone.
That's a high stick, but no call again.
Yep. Parker with a cross-ice pass over to Hayes. Hayes corrals it in, looks to the center, trying to find Henry. Henry and I believe that's Will collide. I'm sorry, that's Gus. Henry and Gus collide at the center, and the Phoenix take possession. Phoenix way off sides and get the call. So Henry, Nate, Will, Parker, and Hayes all out on the ice. Goes back to Parker. Parker will just send it up through the center. Bounces off the red line. Henry now waits for everybody to get back on sides. Will gets back on. He takes a shot over the goalie's glove, but over the net as well. Henry trying to cut that off as it's coming out. Phoenix taking behind their own goal. Nate right there with him. Hayes steps up, tries to poke it away. Phoenix going the other direction. Parker and Henry both in good position. Now Parker's the only man to beat. Knocks that down. Parker with a great job there to knock it down. Henry realizes he needs some extra space to work. Tries to take it behind his own net. Drops it off to Hayes. Hayes now skated up, sends it over to Parker. Parker wasn't quite ready for that pass, I don't think. And Hayes sent it a little bit behind him. They send a pass up. Henry cuts it off in front of the goal. Henry now working through. Gets into the neutral zone. He's got Nate. He sends it over to Will. Will working through. Phoenix cut him off. So the puck gets stumped back in. Hayes will head into the corner. Looking for some open ice to pass it around. Takes it behind his own goal. He's still got Will over on his left. Hayes now skated up. He's got Graham up there. He's trying to work it through. At the last second, he sends it over to Keegan Brennan, who's waiting at the blue line. Keegan goes down in the corner. Phoenix now quickly work it out. Elijah Cole tries to poke it away. Parker Allen now battling the whole way. Parker was the last guy to beat. And if he'd gotten beat, it was game on with Tab. Parker again, last guy to beat. Tab takes a stab out of it. It's wide of the net. A little friendly fire there between the Phoenix, and two of them go down. Ethan heads out. A couple of center passes there. Bulls trying to find another goal. Graham continuing to battle. Keegan looking for Graham again. Graham right there. Keegan centered a good one, but it hit the back of the net. Ethan now steps up, continuing to impose his will, push his body around, finally takes his guy down. Gets it over to Elijah. Elijah dumps it in. Parker will come off. Easton Del Bosco in. Graham sends one back towards the middle. Keegan continuing to try to put something in. Graham along the backboard. Elijah Cole steps up. Easton Del Bosco takes a D shot. Works over to Keegan. Keegan centers another one. And Phoenix finally able to clear the puck. Ethan will be the first one there. Already no icing. Ethan takes it behind his own goal. Flips one up the boards, looking for Elijah Cole. Elijah Cole finds it on his backhand. Sends a cross ice pass, looking for for Henry Arns, who came in for Graham Pugh. And Gus Federley chases into the corner. Some fresh legs, and Caleb Duro comes out on the ice. Immediately touches the puck. Henry Arns trying to knock it away. Gus trying to knock it away. Easton trying to knock it away, but Phoenix just continuing to hold on. Ethan Buck now skating up. Ethan has been a forward all season, just switched defense, so he's used to skating this puck. His defender goes down hard on him. Easton hustling over to the wall. Brings it behind his own net. Sends it around looking for Caleb. Caleb backhands it up the wall. Ethan now sends one back around his own goal looking for Gus. Gus gets a stick on it, tries to get it out. Henry Arns right there to back him up. Henry able to clear it out, so now the Phoenix will just have to play around the neutral zone until everybody gets back on sides.
That's offsides. There
now
we
got an offside.
That's it.
So Bulls will get to make a line change here.
Hey, Liam Duncan, I see you, buddy.
What's up, Liam? Thanks for joining in, man. 4:25 left here in this game. Tied up at 2. Both teams just pouring on the pressure. Henry Orange takes the faceoff, sends it back to Parker Allen. Parker Allen just wipes it away into the neutral zone. Henry Orange picks up, trying to skate it up. Now the Phoenix headed in. Phoenix get a shot off. Tab swallows it up. Hayes right there with him.
Great job by Tab to shut that one down.
That puck was just flipping and flopping all the way into him, and he looked it all the way in and gloved it. So Henry to take another face-off. Nate Key and Will Federley is forwards. Parker and Hayes in on defense. Phoenix put one towards the center of the net. Hayes will flip it around up the wall. Phoenix able to keep it in. Nate Key backhands it out. Another shot off and almost deflected in by Parker. Parker able to get it out. Another shot coming in. Nate Key breaks that one up and then flips it out. Great job there by Nate. Nate trying to flip it up. Trying to find Henry. Hayes in a good defensive position. They get a shot off. Tab knocks it away. Gus flips it up the wall. Sorry, Will flips it up the wall. Parker will send it on around the back. Finds Nate. Nate flips it up the boards. Cut off by Phoenix. Parker and Hayes both put a stick on it. Can't get in there. Oh, and that one goes right through the 5-hole of Tab Baker. Great pressure there by the Bulls. Hayes had bit one way and Parker bit another way, and the puck ends up getting shot right on top of Tab. So 2:59 here left in the game. Score of 3-2. Phoenix. Looks like the Bulls will call a timeout here.
Got to find another goal.
I'm sure they want to talk over. We don't pull our goalie very often, so if I could imagine, they're probably talking it through Tab to make sure he knows when to come off or when to look and get the game plan together. Probably, if I had my guess, they'll try to get Graham and Henry both out there at the same time.
Yeah. 2.5 minutes is a good bit of time, so.
Well, we got almost 3.
Yeah.
3 minutes
Here
in
we
hockey
go.
can be an eternity. I remind you that Phoenix scored twice in 2 minutes to start this game, so works back to Easton. Easton backhands it over to Keegan. Easton again right there. Phoenix coming in hot, though. Take another shot off the post. Graham Pugh picks it up. Works it out of the zone. Phoenix try to flip it right back in. Offsides. I don't know if that was offsides, but
Yeah, it was.
we'll take it.
Graham was moving with a purpose, though.
Yeah, he was. Lucky that one didn't make it in. Tab was in good position, but just worked right off that post.
Henry Arns is coming in at right wing.
So Henry over at right wing takes it into the zone. Centers one over to Ethan Buck. Ethan Buck takes a shot. Gloved up by the goalie. No goal. Good look, though. Fantastic play there.
It fell in the goal. It hit him and fell in the goal.
So we're getting word from Tab's dad that it hit him and it fell down and it was in the goal, and that's what our kids were saying, but the ref said no goal, so.
So again with a face-off. Oh, and off the face-off. Graham Pugh
That's a
cleared
nice
it. Cleared it and iced it. I believe that was off of Graham's stick, wasn't it?
They're calling it on them, so we're down there.
So Graham Pugh again. Henry Arns still in at right wing. Caleb Duro over at left. Easton Del Bosco and Ethan Buck in for the defense. Graham trying to get a shot off, covered up by white jerseys. Ethan Buck changes directions. They're able to clear it out. Easton comes in to help out Ethan. Puck goes high and up into the air. Everybody on sides. They clear it again. Henry Arns now will take it. Minute 48 left. Henry working through the center. Easton comes in to help him. We have an offsides on Phoenix. .141 left. Bulls down by 1. Graham again with the face-off. Gets it over towards Caleb. Caleb sends one on net. Goalie just pushes it away. Tab Baker now off the ice. Hayes Hallman comes out as our 6th man. Hayes staying in front of the net. Blocks it up. Good job there blocking it up. He's got to get it out though. Sends one over to Caleb, who sends one over to Easton. Easton unable to get there. Stays in his way the entire way. Ethan blocks that up. Hayes now comes in to help out. Easton trying to flip it around. Easton pushing it up, gets it over to Henry. Henry sends it into the neutral zone. Phoenix taking another shot. Hayes blocking that up. Hayes now working it through. Now Caleb Duro working it into the offensive zone. Everybody waiting up. Caleb sends it back to Hayes. Hayes works it around. Hayes backhands one towards the center. Henry Arns now has to back check. Easton Del Bosco back checks. They got an empty netter. All they got to do is take a shot. Saucer pass in and goal. Almost looked like it was going to miss and go wide, but ends up going in. So 39.4 seconds left. Tab will head back out to the goal. Nate Key comes in at center. Gus and Will flanking either side. Parker Allen and Hayes Hallman back in at defense. Hayes stops the puck, but leaves without it. Someone back towards the net. Hayes will chase it in. Nate Key backhands one over for Gus. Gus tries to get a stick on it. Gets it over to Nate. Nate falling, trying to send it out to anybody.
Offsides.
No, we have an offsides. So 7.5 seconds left. This will be the end of this game. Score 4-2. We'll barely get the puck dropped again before time expires. Just an extremely hard-fought game here by the Bulls.
Yeah, I'm like you, Tyler. I'm not one for moral victories, but I mean, what a game. I mean, I think it's probably the tightest we've played the Phoenix all season. And
well, to get punched in the mouth right out of the gate with those 2 goals, and then to be able to come back and make it a game. Proud of the boys for their effort this morning. And we will see you guys back here in just a little bit. We have a 12 noon Central Time game against the Atlanta Center Ice. So hope you can join us then. Thanks for tuning in. Go Bulls.